Okay, let's try the last question here. Well, we can certainly get at angle C here because we know that it's 180 minus this, which would make that about 96 degrees right there. And then these two angles have to be the same. They got to add up to the 96 to be 180. So you can go 2x plus 96 and then solve that equation. You're going to get what x has to be. Let's see if we did that. Well, C is 96 degrees, opposite angles in a cyclic quad. And x is 42 because you need 84 degrees here, 42 and 42. So there you go. Two reasons though, angles opposite equal sides and the angles summing in triangle BCD. Let's look at question 8. Okay, there's a diameter. There's a diameter. Well, we can get at x right here. We know that that's 100 degrees. That's a cyclic quad. That's 130 degrees because it's got to add up to 180. We know that y has to be 90 degrees because it opens up to a diameter, to a semicircle. And we know z's got to be something like, I think, 40 degrees because if that's 90, angles sum in a triangle makes z 90 degrees. Let's see if we get that. I mean 40 degrees. This has got to be 90, so z has to be 40 to make this all add up to 180. Y is 90, angles in a semicircle. X is 130, opposite angles in a cyclic quad. Let's look at the last question. Ooh, they gave us parallel lines, so we're going to have to use parallel lines. A lot of people look at this and they go, oh yeah, a cyclic quad. But it's not, you see, because that's a center. That's not on the outside of a circle. So we can't, but we do know something. The angle at the center must be 210 degrees, because if that's 150, that must be 210 because it's angles in a revolution, angles around a point. Well, if that's 210 degrees, we've got what x is. X has to be half of that. The angle at the center is twice as big at this angle here. So if that's 210, that x must be 105 degrees. Because the reflex angle, COA, that one right there, angles in a revolution, must be 210. Just what I just finished saying. Then x is 105 degrees because the angle at the center is twice as big as the angle at the circumference. Now, why does y equal 30 degrees? Well, these are two parallel lines. These are co-interior, and they're supplementary. So that has to be 180 minus 150. Y must be 30 degrees. And there's all our opposite angles in a cyclic quad question with a few other reasons thrown in.